Hey, knuckleheads, how you doing? Well, as you can tell by the title of the deal, it's called Crazy Shit I've Done. And I'll tell you, I've done some lot of knuckleheaded things in my life. Things that I've done, I think I've sit there and caused the reason why they have the do not try this at home. Like I said, I've done a lot of crazy shit in my life. I had a lot of fun. I was sitting there, I was talking to my nurse the other day about some of it. And I can tell you, I had a wild ride coming in, and it was fun. We sat there and broke every bone in my body, sometimes a few times, but still had fun. 6 years old, I'm sitting there, I'm climbing up a tree and bouncing from branch to branch. We had a whole row of apple trees that we was running from. And I missed one of the branches and I fell down. And I had every branch coming down. It was funny. 6 years old. I'm already in the hospital for broken bones. Had to wear a cast for a long while, get my back healed, and get my arms put back together and all that stuff. But it was fun. Then I'm sitting there, I'm looking at these videos of airsoft. Back in our day, we had BB guns, and our shields were metal tin can, garbage can lids. It was funny. I mean, it was funny. We'd sit there and we'd go through out in the middle of nowhere and we'd sit there and just have fun. We would sit there and shoot each other with high powered rifles. The only thing that saved us a lot of times was those metal garbage can lids. It was funny. What you looking at, Garfield? My cat's down there looking at me funny. But yeah, I sat there and like I said, I've done a lot of stupid stuff in my life. I've sat there and I've had an exciting life. I've enjoyed my life. I cannot wait till the surgeries are done, physical therapy is through, so that way I can walk again properly. Because that way I can get back on to doing my normal crazy things. And that way I can bring better content to y'all instead of sitting here in my home. Right now, I'm limited to what I can do. But with that being said, I'm sitting here talking to my nurse a couple of days ago, and we was reflecting on what we did and stuff like that. And one thing that got me laughing was she sat there and she said that the worst thing that she had done was shoplift. And I went, oh, really? She goes, yeah, that was basically the worst thing I'd done. I was like, oh, not me. She goes, oh, what's that? And I said, well, started telling her, 8 years old, when I stole my first car, a 63 Chevy Impala. Very nice car. I would have gotten away with it because I was going to park it back into the owner's parking spot, except for the fact that someone else parked in his parking spot. Oops. Sorry, dude. I had that car going around corners. I mean, it was squealing hard. I loved it. I learned what a natural rush was. I tell you, it was pretty cool. It was pretty funny. Before then, I was already doing stupid crap. I was sitting there, I was getting in trouble. I was always getting brought home by the cops. So it didn't seem unnatural for me to do that. To me, I wasn't really stealing the car because I had full intentions on bringing it back. But like I said, it happened to where I couldn't bring it back to the exact location because someone else parked in the spot. Cops came to me, asked me a whole bunch of questions. As honest as I was at that point, I sat there and I just said, "Don't know what you're talking about." They tried to nail me for every time I could get it. I said, "Nope, sorry, don't know what you're talking about." I've also learned young, don't trust the Leos, don't trust the fuzz, don't trust the cops, don't trust the government. Period. But it was fun, like I said, that was basically the start of my exciting career. One thing I remember, like I said, me and my nurse was sitting there talking a couple of days ago, and she's sitting there, she's helping me with my legs and stuff like that, getting them stretched out and worked out, and hopefully with this physical therapy stuff, that I'll be able to go through the surgery if they plan to do surgery without no problem. That way I can get back to where I was doing before. But as the new year began, ouch, I got my allergy meds. As the new year began, I hope y'all enjoyed yourselves, had a great time, and hope y'all got safe. Very important. If you remembered New Year's Eve, then you didn't have fun. But anyway, I just wanted to reflect on some of the things that I've done, sit there, just kind of bring a little bit of a different change to everybody, considering the fact that how bad things are, how negative things are, stuff like that. I just want to bring back a little bit of a happiness, I guess. And one of the things that gets me was everybody sitting there saying, "Oh yeah, you got to do this. You can't do that. You don't." I say, "Watch me." I was even sitting here last night talking to my grandson. I was like, when I was young, I was probably younger than you. Your great grandma sat there and looked at me, and she goes, "Is this what you're gonna tell your grandkids when you get older? Is this what you're gonna tell your grandkids that you sat there and you've been busted by the cops, you've done this, da da da?" I looked at her, smiled, and I was like, "Oh, hell yeah, I am." She goes, "Why would you do something like that for?" It's like, simple. I'm not going to be that grandpa that sits there and has that boring life. I'm not that grandpa that sits there and says, "Get off my lawn, you bitches." Nah, I'm going to help you trench those lawns. I was like, I lived a totally different life. I've been there, done that. I broke, like I said, almost every bone in my body. Got titanium neck, got titanium rod in my lower back, got titanium holding me together. Would I change anything I've done? No, not really. One of the things that we was talking about also was the fact that I have done a lot of crazy stuff in my life. I've sat there and enjoyed everything. And one of the things I loved doing was hooky bobbing. And if you don't know what it is, hold on, I'll tell you. Hooky bobbing is a dangerous, very dangerous thing. And I do not want any of you knuckleheads to do it. Like I said, it's very extremely dangerous. I held my best friend in my arms because of that. As he was dying, not even 18 years old yet. passed away because of something I introduced to him to. That thrill, that rush, it kind of got to him a little bit. But what hooky bobbing is the art of having rope tied to a car or truck, and you flying at high speeds through town, the country roads, wherever you're at. And the only thing that is attached to you is that rope. You can be on the back of the trunk of the car, like you're skiing, or the tailgate of the truck. And again, like I said, I do not want y'all to try this at home. I don't want you to try it anywhere. It is very dangerous. Especially now, there's less people that will watch out for you back in my day. Like I said, I lost a very good buddy of mine doing that. Lady wasn't even paying attention, ran the stop sign, hit the car at 40 miles an hour, sideswiped it. My buddy was on the back of the car. He flew about a good 10, 20 yards into a parked car's windshield, broke his neck. That's one reason why I stated do not try this at home. Don't try none of this at home. Don't try it. I lived by different rules back then. I lived by the epic of freedom. I'm free to do whatever I want to do. I'm free to do however I want to do it, wherever I wanted to do it at. I was dumb, young, carefree. Doctors wanted me to, well, not doctors, but counselors want me to go through these training courses to get knowledge of what fear is. And I just shook my head, saying, "I'm sorry, but I don't know what that concept is. I don't know what fear is." one of the things that I remembered doing when I was a little younger was me and a few buddies of ours were sitting out there. We'd go four wheeling, and the field would just be muddier than all hell. We found a trunk lid to an old Buick Regal. I looked at my buddy and sat there and said, oh, this gives me some good ideas. He goes, what are you thinking of? And I go, I'm going to hook the chain to the bumper of my truck. He goes, oh, I said, yeah. We sat there, we just took the chain up to the bumper. I grabbed a hold of the chain, sat there and had me strapped to the trunk lid as my buddy was driving. He whips around real quick, catches a deal, and I'm flying around real wild. And all of a sudden, we notice at the beginning of the deal, a cop. So we all stop right in the middle of the field. And we're sitting there, we're just having fun, sitting there. Come on, Piggy. Come on, Piggy. Come on. We're antagonizing them. We want him to come out to the center. Pardon me. But it was pretty funny. We sat there and we had a blast. I think for about 20 minutes, the cop is sitting at the beginning of the property. He sat there and he goes, come on, gets on the blowhorn, tells us that we need to leave and all that good stuff. And it's like, no, we don't need to do anything. We're fine just right here. And I sat there and I got on my PA and I sat there and I said, hey, Piggy, you want to come get us? You want us out of here? You got to come get us face to face. And he wouldn't have it. And I'm sitting there, I'm just trying to buy time as much as I could. And I am covered in mud. My brand new leather jacket, my brand new breeches, my brand new shoes. I had my motorcycle goggles on. So I basically looked like a reverse raccoon. I mean, it was just a blast. I enjoyed that. To me, I did not live until I did something like that. It was a major blast and a half. Like I said, don't try it. I've got hurt many times doing all what I did. Sat there and was doing construction. A short time when I was working with my mom doing construction. Mom was getting paid to go out through and clean up, clean inside the houses and all that stuff and make it show ready. While I was doing the cleanup, I was on the roof. They decided to take down the ladder because they forgot I was up on the roof. Everybody's getting ready to log off, go up to the next house. All right, cool, no problem. So I went to look at the ladder. And I sat there and I was like, oh, shit. Hey, you guys got to bring back the ladder. And they go, well, it's already over at the other house. And all right, crap, fine. And they go, well, you can jump down. And it's like, yeah, right. There is debris everywhere. Either there's debris or there's thick ass bushes. And I looked and it's like, I jumped from the roof of that house, 2 stories up, ran as hard as I could to the other house. And I just barely made it. How I made it, I don't know. I sat there and I rolled. And just as I got through, my crew was sitting there looking up. And my old lady sat there and she looks at me and she goes, if you die, no, 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 I'm going to kill you myself. And I'm sitting there, I am flying hard. And like I said, I just barely made it. I sat there and it's like, I looked at him and was like, oh, I didn't die. He goes, you get down here, I'm killing you. It's like, oh, I'm sorry. Like I said, that's some of the stupid stuff I've done. You know, I've always lived my life free. I've never lived in fear. I don't understand that concept. I don't understand why people need to live in fear. You know, life was meant to be lived. Life is meant to be lived free. I tied with the way things have been going this year, well, this last year, we need excitement back in our lives. We need to live in freedom. We need to enjoy ourselves once again. There's going to be another part to this video. I'm going to do it later tonight, maybe tomorrow. I'll get into more detail. If I can strum up the videos of some things that I've done, I'll make sure that I put it in the video. But anyway, I need to run real quick. My supper's getting here. So I love y'all. Y'all be great. Don't be afraid to take chances. Because you never know. That might be the one thing that sets you apart from everybody else. But anyway, I love y'all. Godspeed. May your new year be blessed. May your new year be filled with love, laughter, happiness. May your dreams come true. And I hope y'all find what y'all looking for. Life doesn't happen at the bottom of a bottle. Life happens when you throttle. When you twist that throttle, you will see a whole new life. Y'all need to be on the bike. Enjoy life. Be free. Love y'all. I'm out of here for now. And yes, there will be part two.